What up, my friends? Day 168. No excuses, 2024. I'm not out here. It's probably like after 6 now, p.m. I went to work first. I was just kind of lazy all day, just laying around. But it was a busy day at work, which was great. And I'll tell you, it seems much more beneficial. Like, I'm going to have a bunch of energy when I get home now because I'm tired right now because I just did my rounds, right? But when I do them in the morning, I get home and I'm exhausted. But then the boost of energy that I get to carry me throughout my day is amazing. Mentally I'm clearer, physically I'm clearer. I mean, I was fine today, because I normally am out here early in the morning. So if I'm not out here that day, I got to get out here later on. So I came out here at like 5. So it's got to be like probably 6:30 or something like that. Anyway, so I just get it's nice. It's nice to come out at any time, right? And the funny thing is, when I first got down here, like, parking lots were packed. There was kids and people everywhere. But as soon as it's almost 5 o'clock, everybody's like, they take off. It's very quiet. It's beautiful out here. And but yeah, that's it. It's I gotta stay on it no matter what, right? Whether it's coming out later or early. I like coming out early. It's my preference. I don't know how people get right up, go right to work, and then they, at the end of the day, they're like, oh, I gotta hit the gym. I mean, more power to you. But, I was thinking about exhaustion and being tired and getting frustrated and being unhealthy. I was coming down this hill, and there's like a bunch of rocks where you can avoid the ground. You just jump to one, boom, way over there, ow. Way over to that one and then bounce to the other one and then back to the other one and over. And I was doing it without, I remember doing it or trying to do it a couple of years ago when I first started coming down here. And I could get maybe one or two, and now I was like, bink, 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 bink. I was like, whoa. I mean, that's a major improvement in my mobility. I had a family come in, not today, but it was a little while ago, and I've been thinking about it. And both kids, young kids, were like, one was severely autistic, and the other one, was just a little bit kind of, didn't want to make eye contact and was just wicked shy, but they said he had autism as well. And, they came in with their mom, and, they're morbidly obese children. The mom was morbidly obese. I mean, she was very short and, twice as wide as she was tall. And then, and they're very nice people, I'm talking to them. The kid's got sensory issues, he's got headphones or whatever, and so I'm trying to cut his hair, and he's freaking out. And, and the only thing that was going on in my mind, because then the father comes in, and he's freaking ginormous, and none of them are working. Both parents are on disability, because we're talking about it and stuff, and, and it just, I was on disability for a long time. I got hurt on the job, and I started thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe if I would have taken better care of myself, I'd still be working in the laborers union out of Cambridge Local 151, and I would have had more energy and more to give, and been a better employee, a safer employee for myself as well. And so I think about that because they told me I was disabled, and I believed them for like a decade. I was like, oh yeah, oh, my back, my back, I got a little piece of fire in between one of my shoulder blades right now. This shit hurts a lot. My neck hurts a lot. It's pretty good today. And I really believed them that I was fully disabled, that I was incapable of doing any kind of hard labor. And then I didn't do any forever, right? So up until the point of when I got injured, I started, in my 30s, I was gaining a lot of weight. And then by the time I was 40, 42, I was out of, I wasn't really working in the union anymore because I was so injured. And I kept going back and working, and I kept feeling, oh, I'm getting more and more injured, right? But I was doing all the pills and, this, that, and the other thing. And I was getting larger and larger, and I was moving less and less. So I was becoming more and more disabled, as I like to call it, handy fat. And to me, I was looking at both of the parents and the kids, And it's just, you can see it like generational. You know, the old obesity runs in families. Well, no, the lack of activity and the types of foods, sure, those run in families. You know, the bad habits can tend to run in families, but obesity doesn't have to. Just because your parents are morbidly obese doesn't mean you're going to be morbidly obese. You know, just because your parents are thin and healthy doesn't mean you're going to be thin and healthy either. Not, you know what I mean, or in shape, fit and healthy. You know, so you can break the cycle. You know, I come from pretty good stock. My parents' were old school people. You know what I mean? They were like hard workers. You know, they did a lot of labor work and things like that. So they come from good stock, but you know, it's like generation after generation of eating crap and being unhealthy and being morbidly obese. You know, that's got to have an effect on your chromosomes and like your makeup over time, you know. And they told me how they had so much trouble having these two children. You know, it took them years just to get to conceive, you know. And I'm like, well, I can tell, you know. I mean, they're very unhealthy, very nice people, you know, and I wish them the best. I really do. But you know, and I'm not picking on them. I'm just saying from experience. I remember being in that position, you know. I'm glad I was able to snap out of the drug use and the you know, the lack of mobility and moving around and taking care of myself better. You know, getting healthier, exercising, you know, eating better. I'm glad I was able to snap out of it, you know, because it seems that some people just won't, you know, or they can't. And the hardest part is getting started. And the second hardest part is staying consistent and doing it every day. But anyway, folks, it's day 168. No excuses 2024, man. I hope you guys are getting at it, you know. I'm just saying, like, I know it can be done. It's difficult. And like, I used to just sit in my chair, you know, and anytime my kids needed something, especially when they're really young, I'm like, whoa, what the hell? I gotta get up and make macaroni and cheese. I'm in my chair, you know. And it's like, dude, just get up off your fat ass and move around. You know, little incremental changes have big effects in your life, you know. I mean, I've said it before. I was up over 300 pounds and now I'm down under 225, you know, for the first time since the 90s. You know what I mean? Since I was in my 20s. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Peace.